Thank you,
Senator Capito.
I'm going to address Dr. Ponch if I can address you that way. You know, I've implored previous directors to not mothball that Green Bank telescope, and you and I talked previously, right before. The new director, Dr. James Jackson, who started a few years ago, I just think we ought to talk about and tell everybody about the possibilities and the promise of radar systems in the area of planetary defense. National Academy of Sciences has written of the dangerous effects of near-Earth objects. What role do you believe radio astronomy, and specifically Green Bank, which is the largest fully steerable telescope in the world, located in West Virginia, what role do you see there, and where do you see the future?
Now, GPT is a tremendous asset. You know, just to put this in perspective, the 100 million GPT continues to be the cutting-edge resource that we have got for advancing science. As you know, that was part of the detection of the gravitational waves as an nanograv. And so it's now 23 years old, and Senator, I was just talking to you just before this hearing that we are working on making sure that it is maintained well, so we are constantly investing in ensuring that it is maintained well. It's also being integrated into the next generation of radio astronomy. You talked about radio astronomy observatory, including the planetary defense objectives and so on. So it's an integral part of the planning of what we do with the next generation very large array, the NGVLA programs also. And in the current VLBA, you know, we have got a good portfolio of ground-based astronomy facilities for the work that we are doing. So the GPT clearly will have a very critical part, and it will be a critical component of the NGVLA. There's no question about that, which is currently in the design phase. We've just put that in the design phase. So one way or the other, GPT will have a significant role because it is, as you said, the single large dish radio telescope available for the U.S. astronomy community.
Great.
So we are working to make sure that we are working very closely as we are thinking about the future, maintaining the current status of GPT and what it can do, but also what its role is in the NGVLA thinking.
I look forward to working with you on that, and we're going to set up that visit to the beautiful part of our state.
I would love to come with you. Thank you.
Well, it's good to see you, Senator Nelson, and I'll never forget when we sat together with our spouses, and you told me about your whole ride with NASA. And so to see you here today, as we've seen many times, is really, really fulfilling. We have the IV&V Center in West Virginia, which is critical to every NASA mission. But we also have the EPSCoR program that is important to institutions like our West Virginia University and others, Marshall, I too believe. Where do you see EPSCoR in terms of growing and being able to get more and younger people interested in science, particularly young women and more diverse populations?
We take it very seriously. We are making a direct effort beyond EPSCoR in order to get our space grants out to parts of the country that you may not think would be the recipients of space research grants. For example, the rural parts of the country.
Good.
And this is all a part of our trying to be very inclusive with how we spend our research and development money.
Those are essential dollars to, particularly in rural America, as you said. Let's go to the IV&V Center that does all the verifications. And I don't know that I've been briefed on this, or maybe you can help me with this. What kind of coordination do you have with the private sector at IV&V? Obviously, the research is not, or the verifications are not all research by, or all performed by NASA, or some of them are contractors. Can you talk about the public-private partnership there?
Yes, there are 60 direct civil servants matched with 364 contractors.
Right.
And that's what we're doing. The economic effect is extends beyond that into 700 jobs.
Right, and I will say, too, they do internships and cooperative arrangements with Fairmont, but also West Virginia University and whoever's in their surrounding area, again, to spur the next generation workforce onto this. So when is Artemis going to go up?
September of next year, 25.
Can I come and bring all my 4 granddaughters with me?
I wish you would.
Good. that's a commitment I'm going to make sure is kept.
We'll see if we can make it not like Artemis 1 that was at 1:45 in the morning.
Okay, well, they may just have to stay up. Thank you very much.